Hey, what's up gamers? You got TigerChainsaw, and today I'm going to be reviewing a game on the Game Boy. The Game Boy is one of my favorite handhelds of all time, and it's just so much fun going through the library of this really fun handheld and discovering a bunch of games that I never played as a kid. One of these games that I have recently discovered is going to be Ultra Golf. And yeah, it's a golf title for the Game Boy, and it really surprised me at how well it still holds up and all the cool things that it does. So today is gonna be that review. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, or if you just haven't yet, make sure you hit that sub button because I've got tons of retro video game reviews on this channel, ranging from games from the 80s all the way to now. So hit that sub button so this channel can grow. All right, I hope you bring your best clubs because we're gonna be playing a round of Ultra Golf on the Game Boy. Released in 1989, the Game Boy took the US by storm as every kid was now able to play mobile video games. In 1992, Konami developed and released Ultra Golf on the Game Boy. Now it's also called Konami Golf in Japan, but in the US, they switched the name to Ultra Golf. That's gonna be the review for today. So we are gonna be hitting the links and compete in a tournament as I blow the lead and lose my green jacket. Anyway, let's tee up and swing away in this Ultra Golf review. This is golf, so unless Tiger Woods is a playable character in this game where you can snort coke and bang waitresses, then the name of the game is to keep your ball in the fairway and your stroke count down. I didn't know what to expect when playing Ultra Golf. I'm quite fond of the Game Boy, but for other reasons that are not related to sports games. I didn't know if Ultra Golf was going to be fun or even if I'd be able to tell where the golf ball was on the course or how realistic the game would be. In real life, I'm a terrible golfer. There's the rare occasion where I play out of my mind and birdie a hole or two, but for the most part, my days of golfing revolve around searching for my ball in the tall grass and missing easy putts. It's a good thing my friends suck just as bad as I do. However, in Ultra Golf, I was pleasantly surprised by how in-depth the gameplay was for such a tiny handheld game. Ultra Golf offers two different courses. Now, I played the first one a lot. The second one, I only played once or twice, but it definitely was a little bit harder. Now, there is another mode to practice, but who cares about practice? I jumped right into the tournament mode. The mechanics are quite good and easy to pick up on. Even if you aren't a talented golfer or have knowledge of the clubs that you need to use, the game gives you the distance from the pin and the power of the clubs, so you'll know if you use that club and use the max power, that's where the ball will go. You can look at each hole before swinging, which is actually helpful when determining which direction you need to hit the ball toward. I was a little bit worried about the graphics and how they'd hold up, but you can clearly determine what's what, including the sand traps, the water, the fairway, and the trees. Swinging the club is a smooth action. You can select where you intend to hit the ball and how hard to hit it with the power meter. There's a sweet spot that you need to hit each time during the meter, and this will determine whether you have a great swing or not. During the first few holes of the tournament, I birdied a couple of the holes and I gained some confidence. It was pretty neat to see my name on the leaderboard after each hole. But my arrogance, however, was my downfall. The tournament was 18 holes, and around hole 10, I started to mess up. Maybe my nerves got the best of me, but if you don't hit this sweet spot perfectly in the meter, your swing is going to be terrible. There were a few times I just missed the spot and went over the maximum power. When this happens, the golfer whiffs at the ball, knocking it only a few feet off the tee. This really started to kill my score, and I quickly found myself out of first place and tumbling down the leaderboard. Even though my lead shrank, I found myself trying to climb back into first place. The tournament was actually enjoyable from start to finish, and with a bit of practice, I think I'd be wearing that green jacket in no time. Putting is a lot of fun in Ultra Golf, and it was the easiest part of the game for me. The green will give you hints with the slants so you'll know where to hit the ball. It's not just as simple as hitting the ball toward the cup. Sometimes you have to hit it a few feet to the right or the left, or you have to barely tap it as it rolls down the hill. It's almost a puzzle within the game, and it was another element of gameplay fun during my Ultra Golf playthrough. For a simple game on the Game Boy, Ultra Golf has just about everything you could possibly want in a golf simulator. The controls are easy to learn, and when you mess up, it's on you. If you aren't sure what clubs to use, the game helps you with showing you the power of each one and where the ball would go if you used it. That helps a lot when you are on the fairway and don't know whether you should use your pitching wedge or your 3-iron. Even if you don't play golf in real life, it's a relaxing game that I would gladly play in a car ride for an hour or two. In fact, I did just that after reviewing it. Now, to be honest, I don't remember the sound effects or the music, but you don't need bells and whistles for a golf game. After all, golf is about focus and silence. If you have a Game Boy and enjoy sports games or just want a casual game that you can pick up and play for 20 minutes or 3 hours, Ultra Golf is where it's at. Ultra Golf scores an 8.5 out of 10, making this a great game for the Game Boy. Ultra Golf really surprised me with how much I enjoyed it. It's a simple game for the Game Boy, but I had a blast with it, and it had all the mechanics that you would want in a golf game, and the graphics really have aged well. So Ultra Golf was a lot of fun, but I would love to hear from you gamers that have a Game Boy or have played Ultra Golf. What is your favorite sports game on the Game Boy, and does Ultra Golf crack your top 5? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to watch plenty of video game reviews. Now, I actually just did one of Wreckfest on the PS5, so if you want a review of a video game that's just a little bit newer than Ultra Golf, go check that one out next. But gamers, thank you for watching, and make sure you play a video game today.